I'm excited to reveal that Elevate Your Clinic has been talking again to Sarah Collier at KBL. Now, some of you will remember that Sarah and I did a webinar back at the beginning of the pandemic looking at a whole range of employment issues. And we thought, given the circumstances, it would be a great idea to record a podcast to find out about what's been going on. So, Sarah, what can you tell us about the podcast we've just recorded?
Yeah, I mean, the focus of the podcast really is to take on board this extraordinary and unprecedented year that we've had, looking back at 2020 and what's changed from an employment law perspective, because of course everybody's had their heads down and been working hard and trying to just get through the weeks and months that we've had to endure. So just reminding businesses really what's happened in 2020, what changes have been brought about, and then focusing on what we might be looking to expect in terms of changes for 2021. Looking back, we talked about contracts of employment and the changes that have been brought about in relation to those. Also, some further additional rights for agency workers that businesses need to be aware of and alive to. We also talked about holiday pay and a significant change that has been brought about in relation to the reference period on how you calculate holiday pay for individuals with varied hours. Um, we talked a little bit about the type of work that we have worked together on. So lease agreements and the advice that we've provided to businesses on that around leases and business change. And finally, the dreaded Brexit, we talked a little bit about what changes Brexit will bring in relation to any EU nationals that we might be employing within our business and any right to works checks and what we have to do in that regard. So hopefully that provides a bit of a summary and an insight as to what we did focus on within the podcast and the changes that have been brought about in 2020 and we expect to see next year.
And that was great, Sarah. And I certainly learned a lot and we had a really good conversation. So why not tune into the podcast and just follow the details below?